Hello, my name's Peter Griffiths and I'm from Argyll Data Development, an AI company based in Dunoon in Scotland. Like many of us, you'll be hearing a lot about AI at the moment, and I want to take a few minutes to look at how this can actually be delivered in practice here in the UK. Because when you get into it, the same issues tend to come up. It's expensive, it uses a lot of power, and it's not always clear who's really in control of it. There's no shortage of opinion on AI. Some see it as an opportunity, others see it as a risk, particularly around jobs and misuse and how the data is used by on-scene actors. Having worked with computer systems for many years, I share these concerns. The largest issue being about the dominance of large non-UK technology firms that often end up owning and controlling data they didn't create. This becomes a problem when you're addressing intellectual property and sensitive data like medical records, banking, and other very personal data. Most AI systems today rely on large GPU clusters. They work, and they come with some very high penalties, high power consumption, high cost, and often a reliance on external cloud requirements. When you're looking to deploy AI systems, this comes out as costs are difficult to predict, performance can vary, and there's always a question of where is my data? It isn't always where ideally you'd want it to be. For many organisations, that's not a comfortable position in a global economy. This can create hidden risks that we don't know exist until it all goes wrong. There's also a more practical issue that doesn't get talked about enough. Running AI at scale isn't just a software problem. It's an infrastructure problem, and that infrastructure costs money. Large GPU clusters require significant space in the form of racks, cooling systems, power distribution, and in many cases these days water. For some model applications, you're looking at a dedicated data center capacity just to support a single AI workload. To give you a sense of scale, we can run models like DeepSeek R1671B model on a single SN40 inference rack from Samba Nova, hosted here in the UK. A comparable GPU-based approach can require up to 60 racks or more to deliver a similar outcome, and that's a very different starting point in terms of space, power, and overall cost. To run 60 GPU racks, we're talking somewhere in the region of 1.5 megawatts of power to run the equipment and chips. And to add to that, the cost of cooling, which is a complex liquid-based system. This means higher operating costs, more complex deployment, and in some regions, real constraints on whether or not you can scale it at all. So before you even get into the AI itself, you're already dealing with a complex footprint and long-term cost exposure. I've visited many data centers recently when we've been looking at homes for our equipment, and some of these large-scale AI GPU units are truly amazing, complex, and in the truth, unsustainable. The benefits of AI are clear, but not at a price that we can't afford. So the real question becomes not how you can run AI, but whether or not you can support the infrastructure it depends on and where it's installed. At Argyll Data Development, we take a different approach. We design and operate systems specifically for running AI workloads efficiently and sustainably using lower cost inference equipment with high token throughput. The result is straightforward. We produce usable and sustainable AI with significantly lower power requirements, 11 kilowatts, to run the same DeepSeek model we discussed earlier, and we're looking to run this on renewable resources around the country. And yes, I did say 11 kilowatts, not megawatts. The system is air-cooled, not water-cooled, and it's all contained in a single rack running RDU-based chipsets in a standard data center environment. In practical terms, that means lower operating costs, more consistent performance, and better use of infrastructure, less complexity. Because the systems are more efficient, they reduce both the physical footprint and the power required to run them. And it's about making AI usable in practice, and this affects the price at which we can operate. Just as important is where and how we deploy it. Our AI systems can be deployed on premises, or within your own data center facilities, in co-location data centers, or in specifically designed containerized resources for remote locations. Most importantly, wherever we deploy, the data stays here in the UK under your jurisdiction, managed by us to your requirements. Your data stays under your control. The data is not used for training, it's inference-based systems which do not need to train. And we use open source models which are loaded onto our units to do the work for you. You can use our systems via tokenized activity on shared infrastructure, or you can use dedicated racks where you are the only organization using that resource, securing your data and IPR. We can deploy via AWS and GCP, but we're not dependent on external platforms to access. We have standalone solutions too. So no matter how you wish to use it, we can design a system that meets your requirements. For sectors where data matters, that's a key consideration. It allows you to adopt AI to assist you without giving up control in the process. When you combine efficiency with control, AI becomes more practical to use day to day. You can use it to run real-time analysis, use AI assistance toolkits for coding, and work with systems that support decision-making directly. And yes, you can even install voice on our systems. It can support healthcare and social systems, as well as running real-time advanced manufacturing and decision-making support. Salmonova equipment is deployed worldwide, with systems running in Australia, Japan, and Germany, all high-tech countries with high demands from its AI infrastructure. And now you too can access this equipment through our services, without overbuilding infrastructure or overcommitting on cost. It becomes something that you can rely on. So in closing this short video, AI is a very useful tool, but only if it works in practice, if it's delivered at a cost that we can afford, and doesn't consume scarce resources. And, most importantly, it's controlled by people in the same jurisdiction to meet the demands of the people that jurisdiction it serves. It must be resilient to ensure reliability and service our needs. That's what we focus on delivering, practical AI on your terms.